I got Jake here, and he's showing us the Zagi, and this is a plane this is one of our refurb projects that we were working on, and we got this plane from Scott Bragg, and he's actually he's got a hanger from someone who passed away last year, and he had a plane from like whenever RC started. This guy had. And he brought in a bunch of different planes, and the kids pretty much had a pick and choose of which ones they wanted to kind of refurbish and get up in the air. And Jake and who'd you work with? Ryan. Ryan moved to Georgia?
North Carolina.
North Carolina? Okay, so he was, before he left, he wanted to make sure that Jake finished out the project, and it actually looks really good. So first off, before we get more into the Zagi build, .com and the business, why don't you go ahead and talk about the build? What did you have to do to get it to where it is right now?
Alright, so Ryan taped these on
control surfaces.
I made this. I didn't really have a good idea, and that was stable.
What was originally there?
It was like the plastic had like a kind of mount thing on it that the motor was on.
What was did they have an original motor on there? Or?
Yeah, it did.
An old brushed one?
Yeah.
Cool.
An old motor, yeah. And then I just threw the electronics in, and that's about it.
So you got the 212 on there?
Yeah.
We're going to try that. So we got 30 amps, he's got his ESC here.
We had to cut this out of one too.
Also get the...
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like barely.
Barely, yeah.
So the servos were already there. Okay, and as far as we know, the servos work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you had to make some new stabilizers at the end. Okay, and so the one thing that we'll have to figure out now is the CG, right? So what's kind of crazy is we looked it up, and believe it or not, this company still exists, but they sell different style wings. I think this is a 48-inch wing, and they sell different wings like 60s, 30s. But they all have a different centerpiece now. It's so this piece that this was, that this originally was done in, doesn't really exist anymore. And we're kind of trying to guess what year it was. And the stuff that he kind of handed us and what we picked from was from like the 90s.
Yeah, it was old.
So maybe it was flown in the 90s. I mean, you could definitely tell it was flown. And they actually did the whole, hand launch thing. They even got his little fingerprints in there for it. But this is really cool to to have a project that someone built, an old timer built back in the days, and now you get to refurbish with new equipment and seeing how it rock and rolls. So we just got to get this thing hooked up to a transmitter and get you out in the park. You ready?
Yeah.
Gonna fly and make Ryan happy, make him proud. All right, let's get this thing set up. All right, we're out in the backyard finally, in like 2.5 months. Jake's got a Zagi, his refurb project, and we just threw all the equipment in, not knowing what our CG is. But we're assuming that since the cockpit was made for everything, that the CG's right on. Let's try it.
Can't see it. There it is.
But you do need throttle. Keep that, just keep that going, right? Now straight out left. Okay.
How is a piece of foam gonna hurt?
Dude, Elena's fall on the ground and it's fine. I think it's
Sure better than I can do. Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
dry a foam plane.
I can do better with the copter.
Dude, that thing is so light.
What a landing.
Oh, why didn't you get
Dude, successful flight. What do you think?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
I'm gonna fly more now.
Yeah, now this thing is, you know, this thing can take a beating, dude.
Yeah,
You just
straight
went
into
straight
the
into the ground. I think we just lost the airflow underneath the wing, and so we just had, we didn't have enough altitude to get that speed back up again. But, you know, definitely you can cruise going quarter throttle, if that. So Zagi, believe it or not, this was a plane from Scott Bragg, the one who gave it to us, said this is definitely from the 80s, this model. Zagi is still in existence. They actually make planes. And this is an awesome product, super lightweight, very strong. It's actually a good little starter project. You know, you have to still tape it and put it together and all that, but you know, you got yourself a plane here, man. Very easy from the orange and yellow, and easy on the build, and canopy flew off, and still everything was nice and perfect and
Awesome.
very cool.
Yeah.
Good job, Jake.
Thanks.
REFURB project successful.